During his Notre Dame career, our next guest played in 52 games, recorded 113 tackles, and 12 and a half sacks. He was signed as a free agent in 2016 by the New York Football Giants, and during his rookie year, he quickly emerged as one of the most promising young stars on the team. Joining us now on the Notre Dame Day video hotline is former Fighting Irish defensive end Romeo Okwara. Romeo, welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Thanks for having me. How are you doing, Ann?
I'm great. It is so good to have you here. You know, I was amazed to find out that when you arrived here at Notre Dame in 2012, you were just 16 years old. Is that right? What was it like coming to college so young?
Yeah, that's correct. I was 16 years old when I got on campus and shortly turned 17 a couple days after. But I always felt very normal to me. I never saw age as a thing that could stop me or slow me down, but it just felt very normal to me.
You know, we first met about a year ago at this time, and it was after commencement, and you and some of your teammates came into the football locker room where the commencement party was changing, and you had your picture taken with Father John and with General Dempsey, who was the commencement speaker. And what I remember most about that day is how happy you were. You were just elated. A year removed from that, what do you think of your Notre Dame experience?
Oh man, going to Notre Dame was such a blessing for me. One of the best 4 years of my life, and I enjoyed every moment of it. The relationships I made there, the people I was able to know there, and my overall experience was great at Notre Dame.
Now, one of the things we are extremely proud of is that, you know, when I think of the fight song and we sing, "What Though the Odds Be Great or Small," you made the NFL and the New York Giants as a free agent. That's not an easy thing to do. How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. I think it was just a mindset. I mean, I was expecting to be drafted, but unfortunately I wasn't. But I made the best out of my opportunity, go to the New York Giants, and each day I just worked really hard, and I was able to make the team.
And tell us about your first NFL quarterback sack. Who did you knock down?
My first sack. Oh my goodness. First official sack was Dak Prescott during the season against Dallas. And that was a pretty special moment for me.
Yeah, and what about your first preseason, in the preseason? Who was your first sack?
First preseason sack.
I know who it was. It was Tom Brady.
But I think Tom Brady was one of them.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady. That's not a bad first sack, whether it's preseason or regular season. You know, you were thrust into the spotlight last season when you made your first NFL start during that primetime Sunday night game against Dallas. And it turned out to be a real breakout performance for you. How do you build upon your success in 2017?
I mean, I just got to keep working each and every day. That game wasn't perfect for me. I did some good things, but I come with the mindset I have to keep getting each and every game, each and every day, and that's the same mindset I'm going to carry with me throughout this season.
What's it like to see your younger brother Julian following in your footsteps here at Notre Dame?
Oh, it's amazing. He was actually just here for Easter break in New York, so I got to show him around my part of town. But it's awesome watching him. I watched the spring game yesterday. He did some good things, so it was really cool seeing my brother in the Irish uniform.
And what did you think of how do you think the Irish looked yesterday?
I think they looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Last year was a rough year, but I think we're going to bounce back this year and do some good things.
Now, tell me, you have been traveling a lot in the off season. Tell me where you've been and what you think of the parts of the world that you've seen.
Been to a couple of places. I was in Hong Kong, Thailand, and last stop was Cuba. Mm-hmm. And those are all very different places, but all incredible places. I think my favorite was definitely Cuba, though.
Why? And what was it about Cuba that you found so fascinating?
The architecture. I'm a big fan of old things, and so I really like the old bars, the old architecture styles. And the people of Cuba were just very beautiful and very nice people, and I enjoyed being there.
And in the off season, you've also gotten a dog, Samo, the French bulldog. Is that right?
That is very correct. Yeah.
And how's he doing?
He's doing great, actually. He's waiting for me to get back from this interview, but he's waiting patiently.
That's good. Now tell us, you know, when people hear your name, they think, oh, well, his parents must have been big Shakespeare fans, and today is William Shakespeare's birthday. But how did you get the name Romeo?
Actually, my dad was a big fan of Lenny Kravitz who at the time, I think in the 80s, went by the name Romeo Blue. And that's how I was named Romeo. So not directly from Shakespeare, but close enough.
And I understand after seeing the article in the New York Times about you this fall, you have a great interest in art. Have you been to did you take Julian to any interesting exhibits when he was here in New York or when he was there in New York?
No, I didn't have a chance to, but I was actually at the Met last night with my high school coach who was in town. So I had to show him around the art scene. And I love, there's so much to see in New York City, so many galleries and museums, and I love it.
Yeah, they have a special Seurat exhibit at the Met, and if you didn't see it last night, go back and see it because it's quite good. And
I will.
Yeah,
it's a big place.
yeah, George Seurat is the artist who's featured in the musical, the Stephen Sondheim musical, Sunday in the Park with George, and so that exhibition is quite good. Romeo, thanks so much. It's a delight talking to you. We are so proud of you here at Notre Dame, and best of luck in the upcoming season. And go Giants, as long as they don't play the Patriots.
Thank you so much. Thank
Bye,
you.
Romeo.
Thanks for having me.
Take care.